Hello and welcome to day 35 and the sovereignty practice. So, interesting morning for me. So, I'm going to start by sharing a little bit. So, we're stepping right into my own process. So, my nervous system is just all over the place, which is very interesting. And what I'm noticing is the balance between the masculine and the feminine energy. So I've been in my feminine energy for a week. I've been in my own space for a week. And yesterday, Simba came back and he's been in Singapore. And Chiang Mai is a very yin space. We're out on the countryside in nature. It's just very tranquil. And then Singapore is really like a masculine energy. It's a business hub. It's like very high tech, very efficient, the energy is really moving. And the energy over there is really fire horse energy. He brought me a bunch of like a fire horse. I have my fire horse tea that I already got that I showed you. I actually brought in, I used to collect these Chinese cats. So I brought one of them in and he gave me like fire tassels. So I'm going to put them here and some other stuff. So it's a very deep connection to the fire horse, Singapore, because it has that energy, the fire horse energy. And they are completely immersed in this. And that's the beauty of living in Asia, is that they are so connected to these energies. It's so much fun. And now it's spreading into the West. So I'm realizing that the Phoenix Rising Mastermind is actually also, it's a body connection. I mean, all the things and increase the capacity and walk the fire and stand in the truth and connect to the body, all of that. And it's also the perfect teaching to learn to ride the fire horse energy. So they are very deeply connected, the Phoenix and the fire horse. But that's the energy that he's coming with. So these two, so my yin energy goes like, it feels like I got an electric shock. So it's learning to hold both of these. So I'm also, okay, so if I need to be in my yin and my feminine, when is that happening through the day, and when is the masculine happening? Because the level of my work, so this is a lot of yin. I'm in my creative, I'm in my body connection. I'm really in the space when I'm doing this. And that's also the challenge, because the day is not linear. Not every day will I wake up in the yin space. Some days I wake up in the masculine energy, and then I go into the yin energy in the afternoon. So it's like, because of the day, how it goes, then I'm preferably I prefer to do this in the yin energy, because that's when I feel more connected, but that's not always possible. So now when I have someone that I need to adjust to as well, then the interactions, so all interactions that we have has an effect on the energy bubble. So we can walk into each other, the energies can kind of bump into each other, even though we are not in an argumentative state. It can be, so it's like, can be friction. It's like they're rubbing up against each other and they have different energies. So they're both gonna go, oh, what is this? And that's what I'm sensing in the nervous system, waking up today, being immersed in someone else's energy. So that is why it's very important to choose who we live with, because we become almost like one energy bubble, because we merge with this person's energy. And then we get very affected. So I'm noticing how my creative, I'm like, what is this energy doing here? Like, Like I feel like get out, like sweeping, get out. I don't want this here. I don't. What is this? This is like tense and it goes quick, and it's like, no, I don't want that. So it's finding this balance, and it's about being able to. So this is where the sovereignty comes into it, knowing what is what. When am I feeling what, and what does that mean, and what is my body really telling me? Because I am here expanding my space both in the yin and in the yang, because I expand my capacity of doing this and weaving together all the different threads, and doing that from any kind of state in my nervous system. So that is why I'm doing this, to expand my capacity of teaching, of presence, of connection. So I'm putting myself, and that is the core of this project, is that I'm showcasing how I'm doing this, and I'm being open, transparent, and vulnerable in the process, because that's what puts the pressure on the nervous system. It's the visibility, to being seen, to being judged, to being, loved. All of these things. It's a lot. It's a lot of energy, and it's a capacity thing. Okay, so today we are going to move into the practice. So you can find yourself a seated position. And just prepare a little bit. Maybe you have or not maybe, bring your notebook. And just start to connect a little bit with the body. Hopefully you've been doing that because it's a practice today, if you're watching this. So maybe you've already set up your space. Or not. What do I know? Who am I to judge? I'm really looking forward to putting up these tassels and to make this. I'm okay. Let's warm up, and I can talk during at the same time. So I'm realizing that I am really immersing myself in these energetics. I mean, I've always been leading with energetics first, but there was just some sort of confirmation that happened that I will just go even deeper into it. Okay, so how's the spine doing today? How's the breath doing today? Is there a lot of stress in the body? Is there a lot of comfort in the body? What is going on? So it's just accepting, noticing, observing what is. So today we're going to move into the deeper parts of the body, and we're going to dive deeper into the 3 elements that I spoke about yesterday: the safety, the trust, and the inner authority. And the deepest part of our being is accessed through silence, awareness, and presence inside of the body. So we're just warming up the spine a little bit, just to get into the body. Okay, so you can close down your eyes. Maybe I'm sitting in a cross-legged position. Allow the energy to just sink. Work actively with descending the energies, dropping the thoughts, relaxing the face, allowing the energy to sink along the spine and along the central channel. Maybe you move a little bit, maybe you sit still. Do whatever you feel is most connecting with you. So my body is asking for movement. And we will move. But for now, you just do what you need to do to allow the energy to sink. So I'm actually noticing a little bit of acid reflux, which is very interesting. But I've also noticed the last 24 hours that the body is releasing something. And there's a woman called Louise Hayes. She's very good at mapping different symptoms in the body or areas in the body with the spiritual and emotional connection. And she says that acid reflux is fear, fear, and more fear. And I've had a lot of fear in my body. And when I was processing the most fear during this last 2 years, that was deeply connected to the acid reflux. And I'm noticing that my body is moving into a deeper sense of safety. So that means that there might be fear that is processing through the body. And that is why my acid reflux is coming up a little bit, because I haven't changed my diet. That would be, my body was going through a big process last time that happened. So whatever is available for you, just pay attention. And as we're dropping into the root today, put your hands on your knees and then start to move the hip area in small circles. Choose one direction. And see if you can relax your whole body, especially the belly area. So do small circles, relax the belly area. So my breath just dropped there into deeper breath. So allow the body to take deep, comfortable breaths. So we breathe in through the nose. You visualize the air going all the way down to the bottom of the spine, where you are doing small hip circles to move that energy. And you stay there with your awareness. And you breathe in through the nose. All the way down, you move the energy, you grab the energy, and you breathe it out through your mouth. Breathe in new, fresh air, cleaning the whole space. Imagine it swirl around with the movement. Grabbing the energy with the breath. You keep on going, moving the energy, circling, visualizing, breathing, grabbing, and expanding. So you breathe in and expand, grab, and then you exhale and release. So you keep on going. In the Taoist teachings, there's a lot of these internal visualizations and the awareness practices. There's just so many of these. This is a very powerful way of connecting with the area. It's like reclaiming your space. So keep on breathing and keep on doing this. And then you bring in the energy of safety. Just invite the energy of safety as you are moving, breathing, releasing, all with your awareness. So in this awareness, you bring in the energy of safety. And then you just stay here in the silence as you breathe and observe what comes up for you, inside of you, on the energy of safety. So we'll stay here and breathe on this topic for just a little bit. I will mind the time. Observe the way that your body is communicating the energy of safety or lack of safety. As you breathe and move the energy at the bottom of the spine. One more breath. And then gently move the spine a little bit, just to move the energy. Then you grab your notebook. And the first prompt for today goes, the safety my body is showing me is. The safety my body is showing me is. You can finalize the sentence. And come back to the spine, to the body. Just take a couple of breaths. Maybe you shake off a little bit. Just move the energy, move the body. Allowing the energy to sink. Allow the breath become deep and still and silent. And allow the energy to sink down into the root. Relax the body. Scan from top to bottom and align the energies and allow them to settle. Use your breath, use your awareness. Relax your belly. Stay in the sensation of the belly. Then move all the way down to the root. So stay with the awareness and your internal eye at the bottom of the spine. Deep, gentle breaths. Into the bottom of the spine. Soft and silent, like the summer breeze. Maybe you can feel your pulse by the bottom of the spine. Allow the energy to sink deeper. Start making the small circular movements in the other direction. As you stay with the awareness, move the energy. Breathe in through the nose. Grab the energy, move out, exhale through the mouth. And continue. And bring in the energy of trust. You can finalize the sentence. Maybe move a little bit, maybe shake out a little bit. We grab the notebook, and the second prompt for today goes: the level of trust my body is reflecting back to me is telling me to. The level of trust my body is reflecting back to me is telling me to. You can finalize the sentence. Then come back and connect to the body, and spend some time opening up any part that is convenient to you, any part that is communicating with you. Really tune in with how the body feels and what it wants to do and what it wants to move. Acid reflux came back. Very interesting. Just very mild. It's just a hint. Take a couple of deep breaths. Sink down and let the body show you. It's going to present something to you mentally. What's the mind doing? The nervous system, is it relaxed? Is it in fight? Is it fighting you? Or is it trying to run away? Just observe. That's just the truth of your current state. There's nothing else to it. Maybe there's emotion, maybe there's a situation that is taking over that you're thinking about. The body might be processing something that you're witnessing. It might be emotions, tiredness, stress, pain, happiness, joy, gratitude, excitement, anything. Just observe the truth and see if you can be as non-judgmental to yourself as possible. Okay, slow everything down. We're dropping in again. See if you can allow the energy to sink even deeper now. If you can allow everything to turn silent inside of your body. And it's a practice. And an observation. We're stepping away from good or bad. See if we can just observe from a neutral space. Dropping down the energy, relaxing the belly. With every breath, you release another level of tension. Stay with the breath in the belly and observe it expanding and contracting. as you breathe in and out. Stay with your awareness at the bottom of the spine. Gentle breaths in along the central channel and down all the way to the bottom of the spine. Adding the circles, but this time let it be not in circles, let them be completely free. Go from side to side, up and down. Just free movement, like more exploring energy. So straight away I notice how that affects my internal balance in a different way than the circles did. Stay with your attention at the bottom of the spine. Breathe in through the nose. Deep along down the spine. You can add in a color to the air that you're breathing in, visualizing it all along the spine. Two times now in this section and in the previous section when we did the breath. I open my eyes and look at the timer, and both times it was 1 minute and 11 seconds. Both times. I'm visualizing red energy, root chakra, color red, fire horse, color red, phoenix rising, color red, fire, courage, speed, safety, trust, faith. Keep moving and exploring and breathing. Just pay attention to what is coming alive. Come back. Let go of the breath. Move your spine. See if you notice a difference. Let go of the energy. Maybe we shake it out. Grab the notebook, and the final prompt for today goes: my inner authority presents itself through. My inner authority presents itself through. You can finalize the sentence. Then you can go back and look through your prompts. Just read through, skim through the pages. Then see what stands out. So you circle the parts that you are noticing. So just spend a little bit of time with that. Just reflect a little bit on what does this topic stir in you? What is coming out? What are the themes? What is the body communicating to you? What is your sovereign being have to say about it? So just spend a little bit of time today reflecting on what has been coming up. What are you noticing? So the the work that we're doing is to open up the body, So the body is, so if you look at disease or death, what is the energy? What's the state of the energy? It's stagnation. So all the problems we are experiencing in the body are due to some level of energetic stagnation. It can be stagnation of a flow of energy, of functionality. Might be a lot of toxins, might be in freeze, different levels. Might be too much acidity. The environment becomes a lot of inflammation. There's lack of flow in those areas. So what we want to do is to open up the mind to allow the truth to come in. And the knowing is, it's not what we believe, it's what we know to be true. And the expression of that, and the abundance of that, and the power of that, and the creation of that, and the sovereignty of that. So it's opening up both the physical, the emotional, the energetical, the spiritual, the mental. So the energy can flow freely without limitation. So the limiting beliefs or the faulty imprints that we have creates beliefs in, it's like it's like you have water and you close it off. So it's not flowing properly. It's like it's supposed to be an open field, and then we have belief systems putting in, like directing the energy into the wrong places. And it's like outside of our body. We're losing so much energy. And then we have these emotions that are just, so there's fear. Fear is stored in the bladder, in the kidneys. So then we have a lot of fear there, and that costs a lot of energy. Then we have anger in the liver. We have resentment in the spleen. So we have these emotions that is costing us energy and puts these faulty, it's like wearing shades. It's like a filter. It's like faulty illusions of the world. And then the nervous system is stressed, and it causes more of this negative experience in the system. So the work is to open up the body so the energy can flow, and so the body can turn on the self-healing mechanism, so it can by itself, because it's a self-cleaning, self-sufficient. We have the digestive fire that we talked about on an emotional level, on a physical level, on an energetic level. So we have this capacity inside to digest life. And the opposite of stagnation is movement. So we need to open up the body with movement on every level. And that is the energy of the fire horse. It's movement. So the overall energetics of this year is to move. So we're being invited to move. What energy? Because we're moving for health. We're moving for future. We're moving for purpose. We're moving for love. We're moving for joy. So we're not moving because we're bad or because we did anything wrong or because we need to be fixed. As sovereign beings, the energy in the body that is stagnant is not personal. I didn't do anything wrong. It's just the way that it is. And from now, I want to choose to move and open up my body. And the more we move and the more we can hold the capacity of this experience, the more we can enjoy. And the level of freedom that is available on the other side is just completely extraordinary. So it's all about opening up the body on every level, different levels. Come back, come back, come back, come back. So thank you so much for today in this practice. I will be back tomorrow for the integration. And now we're moving into a new phase. I could feel it. I was like, so something new is opening up now when we've been moving through the practices. Very interesting. So I'm going deeper into these topics in the Playing with Creation course that is included in the mastermind. So that is the next step after this, to go deeper. And I'm going to record the creation and the sovereignty session. So it's been an ongoing process, as I couldn't record those sessions before I started to do it here. So we are all aligned, we are all in sync. So it's such an extraordinary process. Okay, thank you so much for today, and stay with this. Stay what comes up for on the level of sovereignty, and what is your inner authority telling you. So there's no judgment from the outside. There's only what we want and what we believe is true. So reflect on that, and I will be seeing you tomorrow. Ciao.